WDTN, the station that's working for you. This is 2 News Now.
Okay, good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for waking up and deciding to join us here on 2 News Now on this mind-blowing Monday. I could not find a better word that I think more appropriately fits that, Kelly.
Yeah, record-breaking, actually.
Record-breaking, yeah, if it started with an M. But I am your host, Alexis Bellamy. Across from me is 2 News anchor Kelly King. Kelly, welcome back. How was your weekend?
Thank you. It's great that everybody made it in today. I mean, that snow is amazing out there.
This is really, truly no joke. And yesterday, 2 News Now was live all of the time. We were coming to you every hour on the hour, starting at 9 a.m. with those latest weather updates, keeping you guys as weather aware as we can. And while we're not coming to you as frequently, we are still keeping you weather aware and posted. We're kicking things off today with a look at what is happening outside in that Storm Team 2 forecast. Meteorologist Jamie Jarosik is here with us to break down what is going on outside now that those record-breaking, mind-blowing temperatures, or I guess the temperatures are still with us, but it's the snow that we were mostly inspired or awed by. Jamie?
Yes, it just kept coming down, and we ended up with a record 12.4 inches.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Daily snowfall total at the Dayton International Airport. So that tops the blizzard of 78 in terms of a 24-hour snowfall amount. Number one, we did it.
This is our own
We
historic,
did it.
I know,
almost
right?
blizzard, but
We
it's not
did it.
blizzard,
Sounds almost
though.
too proud, like we're proud of ourselves.
Well, if
that
it's
we did
going to be
that.
cold and snowy, we might as well be breaking some records. Okay. The storm total at the Dayton International Airport ends up being 14 inches, and that is in fourth place for the biggest snows out of a storm system. So some of the other totals around the area, we had that record at Dayton International for that daily total, 12.4. Beaver Creek, 15 inches. Centerville, 13.5. And in Versailles, a measurement of 13 inches. So a lot of spots, especially in the southern half of the Miami Valley, did see over a foot. Now it's the cold, something that's going to linger for a while. We have a cold weather advisory in place until 6 p.m. We've had wind chills already running between 10 and 15 below zero, and that's something that will continue today. You can see that brisk wind blowing the flag around. We have lots of clouds out there in Trotwood. Earlier this morning, this parking lot was untouched, but it has been treated now. Notice, though, to the right there on the road, there is some blowing and drifting that has occurred, so even as those roads get cleared, we could have snow blow right back onto them. It's pretty cold out there, 10 degrees in Dayton, Troy, Urbana. It's 9 in Minster, Eaton, and Richmond. 6 degrees currently in Union City. It feels even colder with the wind chill. Winds are coming in from the west between 10 and 20 miles per hour, up right around 14, 16. And it feels like 7 below in Dayton. It feels like 10 below in Versailles. So definitely limit your time outside if you do have to go out there today. Our forecast, those wind chills down to 15 below. Temperatures kind of hover in the upper single digits to right around 10 for the next several hours. We'll take a look at your forecast for the rest of the week and how long it stays this frigid coming up.
So you guys, neither of you guys were here yesterday when we were talking, but I talked to Steve. I was talking to Brian. Melissa was over there, and both of their forecasts, when they started, it was that pink color showing, I guess, what is pink? The wintry mix. Jamie, is that what that means?
No, it was snow. I think it was just the color they used to depict their range.
All I said was pink is usually my favorite color, not so much when I was seeing what it was doing there, breaking those records. That was absolutely crazy. Jamie, thank you so much for breaking that down for us. We'll get another extended look in just a little bit, but for now, we are getting right back into things, jumping into your top stories for this morning. And guess what? They're all focused on this winter weather that we saw over the weekend. So we know that more than a foot of snow has fallen here in the Miami Valley. We just heard from Jamie, and it broke those records. And it's really continuing to make driving conditions here at home very unsafe. So listen to this. Montgomery, Preble, Logan are the 3 counties that are under a level 3 snow emergency right now. And we will explain exactly what that means and how it impacts you in just a bit. Wayne County is currently under a travel advisory. Mercer, Champaign, Warren, Greene, Darke, Clinton, and Miami County have all declared level 2 snow emergencies. And Shelby County does not issue snow emergencies. Governor DeWine declared a state of emergency, directing agencies to provide more resources and more support to local jurisdictions as we're all trying to really start the cleanup and get things back to normal here, Kelly.
Yeah, it's not going to be an easy process. And, you know, you might be wondering what exactly is a snow emergency broken down by levels, and we have the answers for you. So a level 3 snow emergency, we're going to refresh it for you. That's the most serious. So that means all streets are closed to all non-emergency personnel. Only essential personnel should be out on the streets in a level 3 snow emergency. In a level 2, it's only those who deem it necessary. They should get behind the wheel. And then a level 1 means all drivers are asked to use caution, but driving conditions could be hazardous. And so we've seen this morning a lot of those level 3s downgraded to a level 2, and then hopefully they can be downgraded soon to a level 1 as well.
Now, Kelly, last night when we were leaving, myself, my director, Matt Dries, Maddie, our producer, we were under a level 3, I believe.
Yes,
here. So
in Montgomery County. Yes, that's right. And we were this morning, too.
Still. So we were leaving, and we're like, are we going to get in trouble for being on the road, just trying to get back to our hotel to stay safe? But that we were half joking. But that really was a thought that we had. And on our way, we did not see any cars on the road.
Sure, and that's good.
Yeah, and that's exactly, that's a good thing. You guys are following the rules. So also happening, the Kettering Police Department is continuing to warn the community they may not be able to respond to low priority calls due to the storm and its effects. So they want you to only call 911 for major emergencies. And if you need any clarification on what that is, here's what they are. Those types of emergencies include injury crashes, medical emergencies, fires, life-threatening or safety issues, and if a carbon monoxide alarm goes off. Those are the big things that you guys can call 911 for. The department says you should not call the police for power outages, if your car slides into a snowbank, and you're okay if your car becomes stuck in the driveway, for reports of bad or dangerous roads, questions about when snowplows will arrive, or to see if it's safe to travel. Direct those calls to a non-emergency dispatch line. That'll really help those first responders attend to the emergencies and things that they need to.
Yeah, really important things to keep in mind. Also, speaking of emergencies, we are following a developing story. This is after a deadly snowplow crash. It happened just after 11:30 Sunday morning. It was on St. Paul Avenue near Andrews Street in Dayton. Police say a plow company was clearing a private parking lot when a plow ran over an employee. That person was taken to a hospital where that person died. The Dayton Police Department is investigating the accident and exactly what happened. Very sad story there. Also, if you are driving on those roads, though, give those plows plenty of room to work.
Plenty of space, for sure. That's something we heard a lot yesterday. So final top story for you, a big question, something that goes right along with what we were saying. A big question for today as the cleanup continues for a lot of folks is, when will my road be cleared? Everyone thinks or swears that their road is the only one that hasn't been paved or plowed, and I promise it hasn't.
Nope.
But a lot of this comes down to where you live and who is in charge of that area. So ODOT is responsible for interstates along with U.S. and state routes outside of municipalities. Cities and villages are in charge of U.S. and state routes along with local roads inside of their limits. Counties and townships do say they prioritize local roads. And if you don't live along a main road, give crews time to work their way out to you. That's key. So talking about the snow and its removal, Kelly, I think it's a good time to go to our React to That question.
Yes.
You heard it already this morning. I can't think of anything more fitting than this. You guys, how do you feel about the snowfall in the Miami Valley? How do you feel about what you see outside of your window right now? Whether it is literally up to your window, whether it's just cresting the curb.
Yeah.
Do you like it? Are you happy? Are you excited? Kelly's answer was kind of funny.
I thought it was unbelievable. I said, it's pretty. That's about it.
Yeah, sure.
I'm done with it.
Inside.
It's pretty and that's it.
I actually will say this was pretty shocking to me. I was very surprised. And I'm from the East Coast, so I am familiar with snow. This was not my first snowfall in the slightest, but this was a lot. I do think this may have been the most snow that I've seen in my lifetime. So
I think me too. Yeah.
Oh, see, and we still feel differently. Kelly's like, "Yep, pretty time to go away." I'm like, look at all of this. Look at the snow. But I want to hear from you guys. Go ahead and scan the QR code. Let me know how you feel about the snow. If you're excited, ready for it to get the heck out of here. We want to hear from you guys. But speaking of the places in our area that have really been impacted by the snow, yesterday we went all across our area. We're going to continue to do that today. In a minute, we're going to be joined by 2 News reporter Julian Jackson. I don't know if you guys have been familiar, but he's been stuck in Springfield for the past couple of days, and he's been talking about and really taking in the weather conditions there. So he's going to come up in a few and tell us a little bit about what he is seeing and how he's been faring. In just a few minutes, we'll have him up. There he is. Julian, good morning. Are you warm enough out there?
Hey. Yeah, actually, I'm inside of the car right now. So, I mean, I'm doing okay.
Okay.
But standing out here for an extended period of time is really something else. So this is what we were seeing on these roads here that we're actually on. So, like, okay, so that's in Xenia.
Okay.
But these are different places around the Miami Valley, right? So right now, though, we're still seeing crews that are hard at work. You see them out in their salt trucks. These are City of Springfield officials, many different plow trucks. They're taking care of business out here. But I'll tell you, it's about the temperature right now. The temperatures feel like they're very, very much in the negative. I'm not sure exactly what Jamie says is the exact temperature right now and what that is reading, but I am telling you, it is very, very cold. You stand out here for a while, your hands get red immediately. I'm not wearing gloves. I was just in the car, and I'm okay. But any more than 2 minutes, I'm telling you right now, it feels like your fingers are going to fall off.
Julian, I just literally reached across the desk and asked Jamie how cold it is, and she said 10. Is that about does that sound about right to you?
Sure, it can be.
She said sure.
It's about what it feels like. Yeah, I don't care what the temperature is.
It's
know
what
that
it feels like.
Freezing, and I know that you really just have to be careful out here. You need to be covering up those extremities. And if I can, at any point, I'd love to be able to give you a look at what we see on these roads right now. We're just off of East Main Street. We're near City Hall, downtown Springfield.
Go ahead and show us real quick, Julian, before we wrap up.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and give you a turnaround here. And so these have already been, this is good. This is good based on what we saw yesterday.
Yeah, in comparison.
Because just look at the mounds that are built up. Let me see if I can give you more of a, that kind of, I hope that, I don't even think I can really do it justice, but you can see the mounds that are up here and even on the sidewalks. I mean, there's just a very, you can't believe how much snow really fell here in just 24 hours. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and we're sitting here looking at some video of these plows, and it looks like they really got to work down there, Julian. So you guys, please just be careful. Be safe when you guys are coming back on the roads up here. I haven't been lucky enough to see what things are like, surrounding us, but we can only assume. So, Julian, thank you. Please be careful. Happy you're finally coming back.
Yeah, thank you very much. Looking forward to seeing you all.
Yeah, right? Alrighty, thanks, Julian.
The good news was that Clark County has been downgraded from a level 3 to a level 2 this morning, so he can start finally making his way back to us here in Montgomery County. Now, if you are one of the people that's in charge of snow removal at your home, there is actually a right way to shovel, believe it or not. So you do want to stand with your feet hip or shoulder width apart. Make sure you bend your knees, kind of like a ready position in sports. Lift with your legs, not with your back. That's a mistake that a lot of people make. Also, you want to make sure you have all the essentials like a hat, gloves, and a warm coat. It's obviously very cold out there, as you heard Julian just say. Now, when you do need to catch your breath, head inside for a quick warm-up. You should take those breaks as needed. You don't want to shovel your entire driveway, even if you're strained. Yes, obviously, you want to take those breaks.
We're talking to the dads out there. Don't just rush and get it done. Just take a break.
Some of the moms, too.
You know what? You're right,
Some of the moms
Kelly.
out there,
moms shovel driveways. What am I saying?
Yep,
You're
my mom
absolutely
did.
Right. I was just going to say, my dad would be deployed sometimes, and my mom would have to get out there and shovel it. We would help. But yeah, you're right. Mom shovel. Okay, so all of that shoveling that we are talking about will come in handy when the roads are being plowed or as they continue to be plowed. We're making our way through cleanup efforts today. So cities are reminding drivers to park in their driveways to prevent those plows from covering your car in heavy snow. It'll also help with maneuverability issues for plows that are trying to keep the roads clear. And I've actually seen some of that. When we were coming in, I think literally you could just tell it was a car because you could literally see a bit of the mirror sticking out, but it just looked like a huge blob of snow. And I said to Josh, I was like, I know exactly what happened. That car got coated in snow. So,
and then that makes it harder for you because you're going to have to dig out then too.
You got to spend that time. All right, your time now is 11:14. We're going to take a quick break. When we get back, we've got an extended look at that weather forecast, and we're hearing from the professionals, ways to stay safe, ways to stay safe on the roads today. We'll be right back.
2 News Now, brought to you by Universal Windows Direct.
Hi, I'm Dan, the owner of Universal Windows Direct of Dayton. This is Bowie. He's been sniffing out the coolest winter deals for you. For a limited time, buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Get $250 off for patio doors and entry doors, $1,500 off for roofing, and $2,000 off for siding. Plus this week, 24 months interest-free financing for all products. Keep the cold out and the savings in. Give us a call now.
Windows Direct. I'm back now with the countdown to the 2026 Winter Olympics, and that's actually really easy because it is really feeling as wintry as it can. Wow, Milan looks nothing like us. It must be nice for them. So you're taking a live look at our Olympic cam showing you the host city of Milan right now. The road to the 2026 Milano Cortina Olympics is just getting there, you guys. We're just 11 days away. 11 days until the torch is lit in the host city of Milan, and anticipation is continuing to grow. The games kick off on February 6th until February 22nd. The Paralympics are up next. That's in March, from March 6th to the 15th. Those events will happen in Milan and the mountain resort of Cortina. So don't forget, when the games are finally on and popping, you guys can watch them right here on at WDTN and WDTN+. But for now, we're going to spin things back here at home and see what we are dealing with outside and for how long we will, Kelly.
Yeah, and actually, we broke records this past weekend. So Sunday's snow total topped the record from the blizzard of 1978. You're seeing some pictures from 78. Yeah, this weekend's winter weather blast comes almost 48 years to the day after that storm hammered the Miami Valley. So in 1978, temperatures fell from the low 40s to the single digits in just a few hours. 6 to 12 inches of snow and 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts piled up drifts of 10 to 25 feet deep. The governor called the National Guard, with some people stranded on highways and then rescued by helicopter. I-75 and the Ohio Turnpike were closed for days. Obviously a mess back in 1978. We had our own mess over the weekend, but Jamie, as we were kind of talking about this morning, technology has really developed, and so that's kind of helped us out.
Absolutely. We had a really early sign on the models that a winter storm would be possible that weekend, over the weekend, and that was, a week plus ahead of time. So we had a lot of notice of, hey, this could happen. And then as we got closer, the snow totals just started going up, up.
Crazy.
Yeah, and so we ended up with the record. So for the rest of today, we're actually going to see very cold conditions. Now that the snow is done, we are turning our attention to this prolonged Arctic blast, and it's the duration and length of below normal, below freezing temperatures that is something we're going to have to deal with for a stretch of days. It's 10 degrees and overcast right now. Temperatures kind of hold near 10 for our high today. Wind chill will be as cold as 10 to 15 below zero, and we do have a cold weather advisory until 6 p.m. to account for that, and then it gets even colder tonight. So at 6 p.m., we'll actually switch over to an extreme cold warning, and that will go until noon on Tuesday. So yes, we don't have school today because of snow and road conditions. Tomorrow it might be because of snow and the cold. Winds coming in from the west, pretty brisk right now, 16 miles per hour in Dayton, Cincinnati, 17 back towards Indy. Currently it feels like 7 below zero in Dayton. It feels like 20 below out towards Lafayette, Indiana, and Terre Haute and Indianapolis both feel like 18 degrees. Our low temperatures tomorrow morning will drop below zero. We're expecting lows near 5 in Dayton, surrounding areas pretty similar. And the wind chill today, again, through our morning hours, it's going to feel below zero. And as we go into the afternoon, it will still feel below zero. By the time we get to tomorrow morning, check out these wind chills ranging from 15 to 25 below. So that is why we have that extreme cold warning in effect to cover through at least Tuesday morning. Now, Tuesday afternoon, we do see some improvement as wind chills come up into the single digits. We'll likely go above zero for a short time tomorrow. A look at our satellite radar loop. We still have lots of clouds around the area. Some breaks, though, especially up across our northern counties. And that's something we'll see through the afternoon, occasional sun peeking through, but also anytime there's clouds around, we'll have the potential for some flurries or light snow showers. Future Track keeps things very unsettled as we go through the day today with clouds and flurry potential. And then as we head into Tuesday, we'll actually see the slight chance of a snow shower. Up to 11 today, breezy, very cold with a few flurries, some blowing and drifting snow. So again, those streets have been hard to keep clear, especially those open county roads. Low tonight, 5 below 0. It's going to feel more like 25 below, and tomorrow up to 17, with a slight chance of an afternoon snow shower. So a little active today and tomorrow with those slight snow chances. And then after that, another blast of cold Arctic air reinforces itself for midweek with highs near 10 Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday morning down to 10 below.
Whew. Burr. That's all I have to say.
I hate that my eye goes just directly to the negative numbers, literally to the negative, but that's just how I brace for it. Right.
So the snow's going to be around for a while.
Certainly will.
Right.
Awesome. Thank you, Jamie. Okay, so now we are going to turn our eye and learn a little bit more about how we can stay safe and continue to stay on the road prepared, because the snow is gone, as we just heard from Jamie, but the temperatures are still here. We could deal with wind potentially, and we need to know how to essentially handle ourselves outside. So joining us this morning, we talked to her yesterday a bunch, is Judy Converse with the Ohio Department of Public Safety. Judy, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Welcome back, actually, I guess I should say, shouldn't I? So talk to us about driving safety out there, because I'm sure a lot of people are under the impression the snow is gone, the worst is over, but that's not the case.
No, I mean, as those, snow emergencies kind of start to downgrade and get lifted, now's the time, where we still need to be careful, right? Road conditions may be improving, but it's still really important to watch your speed, right? Because there still is snow on the roads. That's going to affect your traction, right? Like we talked about before, traction is very important for accelerating, right? Going, and traction is really important for stopping. So my tips for today, number one is going to be clear your car completely. When you're digging out your car, when you're getting ready to get out there safely, clean off your vehicle completely. Get the snow off of your hood, off of your trunk, off of your roof. Because that snow could fall onto your vehicle, fall down onto your windshield, or it could get blown onto other cars' windshields. And your vision is the most important tool you have as a driver. And that also goes for distracted driving too, right? Keep your phone out of your hands, keep your phone down. If you're going to be using GPS or anything on your phone while you're driving, get all that set, engaged, and going before you put the car into drive. And then my other tip for today is just going to be talking about smooth, right? Focus on smooth acceleration and smooth braking, smooth steering. Those sudden hard turns, hard braking, hard accelerations, those movements are the enemy of traction.
Perfect. Judy, thank you so much for the safety tips and the reminders as people in certain areas try to navigate today. So we'll keep that at top of mind. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, your time now is 11:24. We're taking a quick break. When we get back, your react to that responses. How you guys feel about the snow? Welcome back, everybody. Simple question this morning, and it's so weather related and appropriate. How do you feel about the snow? I'm really curious about that as someone's transplant here in Ohio. So let's just get right into it. So Rose says, I don't have to go anywhere, so I like seeing this amount of snow at one time. I was a teenager and seen the blizzard of 78, and I remember another big snow when I was younger. This might be the last time I'm able to see this beautiful sight from my house, all right? And Robert says, freshly fallen snow makes me feel like having another coffee. That sounds like Kelly.
Oh, yeah. I'll drink to that.
That is really Kelly's response. Okay, I'm happy you guys have some mixed feelings about the snow. I like that. And I think my word yesterday was unnecessary. So that's how we are. Thank you guys so much for joining us for Monday's edition of 2 News Now. Alexis Bellamy, Kelly King. We'll see you guys on Monday or Tuesday. Have a good one.